How you doing, guys? Giving you a little parts update on the RJ. What I did was I paint stripped a number of the parts, and I sandblasted those and etch primed them. So we got some parts moving along as I finish up the hood and other bits and pieces. The other thing I did was ordered up some steel from McMaster Car. Went over to my buddy's shop and cut it up. I do have to make a rear hitch, a speed selector arm, and a lift arm, all modeled after the original RJ35 parts. So my brother has my old 55 RJ, so I took a bunch of measurements off that, ordered up the steel, cut it all up, getting ready to drill some holes and then welding it up. The other thing I did was start to figure out what I was going to do for a motor. This tractor would have had a Clinton 1200, but I don't have a 1200, so I have a 1290, a B1290, which is basically the same motor, just that it's got tapered roller bearings and it's balanced compared to a 1200. This motor specifically, I got a little over a year or so ago from a guy up in Massachusetts. I think I paid $50 for it. And the reason why I was told that it ran, you know, the classic story, but it had really good compression and everything else looked pretty good on it. So I said, what the heck, I'll throw the dice. Well, I haven't obviously used it on a project, so I decided that this might be the project for it. So I pulled it out, I pulled the head off, and lo and behold, let's see if we can get this thing to fit. It's got a 20 over piston in it, and the piston is in perfect shape. I mean, there's absolutely no rocking of the piston anywhere in the bore. The valves have been replaced, and they've obviously had a valve job just recently done because they're in really good shape. So this motor is the engine that I'm going to use. I just got it up in this position because I took the nut off. I just can't get the flywheel off, so I sprayed a little PB blaster down in there to sit overnight and hopefully loosen that up. So this motor is going to be the motor for the RJ. I do have a 1200 engine tag. I'll put that on it so it looks the part. The head is okay. Some of the screw holes are blown out because these had fine thread and somebody jammed a coarse thread into it. Not using the blower cover, not using this recoil ring. So all that's going to get replaced. I have an original gas tank right there, so we're all set. So we're moving along quite nicely. I am starting to paint strip the frame. That way I can do the Bondo work on that and get that all smoothed out. The hood is almost finished. I do have a little bit of work left to do on the hood, a little touch up here and there. But overall, it's in really good shape. So we're moving along. We're moving along. I got some more things coming up. We're going to be making a hitch. We're going to be doing the lift arm. We'll be refurbing the motor. I'm not going to rebuild it. There's no need to rebuild it. It's in really, really good shape. So with that, thanks a lot, guys. And, oh, Clinton engines. All right. Have fun. Later.